In this video, I'm going to explain about the CSS styling under NHITRON template generator and make you familiar with CSS classes that we use during our works. At the admin panel, you're able to open the CSS help file. It will open a new tab for you, and there I've tried to list all important informations that you need to know during your works. The first is the session block. It's the main structure of each session, and if you want to create a new template by yourself, you can simply copy this block of codes. For example, I'm going to add a new session here and name it as sample and click on code modus, paste this into my page properties, and as you see, the copied block of code had some information like session ID or session 1. If you type a name for your session, for example sample, you're able to see the source code update itself automatic. Here we have the ID is exactly the same you typed here, and also the class name change itself to the same index number of your session. It's very important because it will be used for CSS styling of this session, dynamic, and it should be has the or use the same index name. I'm going to add a position number for this, for example, and also set a background color and a text color, and save this and refresh our template preview. And here's our sample page. If I click on it, you're able to see the new generated session. It's there, and it's very simple. Text here comes from default layout. I'm going to add some dummy text to our content. For example, okay, and here in code, add this, save it, and after this we're able to see text is there. Okay, at the continue, there's a full text layout. We're able to add div with 12 column settings here. I'm going to add this here and also close the div. If you click, you're able to see this better. It means we use the whole page width for our content, and I'm also use 2 column layout. For example, here I'm going to 4 and 8 settings, 4 and 8, to save this, and after that we have 4 column and then an 8 column for our template styling. You're able to set different type of settings here. Also the same can be done to use a 3 column. It means you're able to set a 3 column styling for your page, and after this you're able to see the page, divide itself in content in 3 similar area, or if you need to align your content in the middle of the page, you are able to set the offset classes. I'm going to show you how this works. For example, first I'm save this column 4 without any offsetting, and you'll be able to see what happens. But if I add an offset class, set me an offset class. Okay, and we need to keep the 12 columns rules. It means I'm going to set here, for example, 6 columns and 3 columns left and 3 columns on right, for example. And if I save this, then you'll be able to see the content align itself in the middle of the page horizontally. Able to see also the 4 columns and also 4 columns offsetting means even more smaller text block but in the middle of the page. Okay, if you want to add an image into your content, you need this block of code. I'm going to add it on my top of the page or in the top of the text. There is an upload image button always in the page, but it doesn't work if you have no image container or image container code under your page. Now if I upload an image, the sample image, and save this, you'll be able to see there's an image appear on top of my text, and this can be done also with all type of templating the whole page text as we used here. For example, you're able to upload an image here, or for 2-column page or 3-column page, you'll be able to see the images there. You're also able to simply cut this image and paste it under the other columns, but as I explained, at the current version of NHITRON, you're able to only upload one single image under each session. Okay. Here's also another useful class for aligning your content vertically. This is for text and this is for image. It always keep your contents in the middle of the page vertically. This we use here on our text image area. It means the distance between text block. And also this works for the image. It helps you to keep your content always in the middle of the page vertically if you want. If you don't want, you can simply remove this class, or if you make your layout by yourself, it means you don't need to use this class. For text alignments classes, for example, for our sample created session, the class alignment is in the center. As you see, I'm able to simply set it in the left side, for example, and after this text align it into the left side of the content container, or simply add a shadow into your text or also into your div object. You see here we use this. We're able to set the shadow class in the whole container. After that, the whole text becomes a shadow, or just simply set it into a simple tag. For example, here we set it, if I 6 here, open the source code, be able to see just add this into a simple line, and it becomes a highlight color of template and also text color, text shadow. There's also margin top classes. This is useful if you want to make distance between your contents. For example, under Google Map, we use this to make distance between text block and also social icons. If I open this, we're able to see here we have 20 pixel margin top. If I remove this, then we have no distance here, and you're able to see the different type of class with different distances. For example, empty 15 in top margin 50 pixel. The other class, or simply to say, here is a way you able to use our template highlight color. This color we set one time under our main settings and help us to use the same color under many positions under our template, and give a special form and character to our template. For using this under your content, you need only to use bold HTML tags. For example, we use it under our header or shop product description, or portfolio, for example, project description. And this is the same color that we use, for example, for image slider or shopping cart items or mouse over color, and all this will be used the same color for our template. Okay. There's also a code for using buttons under NHITRON template. If you need a button, you're able to just copy this block of codes and paste it under your content. Here I have 2 of them. If I click on code modus, you're able to see the code blocks here. The first one is for linking into information session. Example, here is the first one, and it has another alignment. For example, align to left. I can just set it into right, for example. And after that, the button align itself onto the right side. Here is a class. We're able to left and right alignment. And as you see, the button will appear in a separate line, and keep it separated with your text content. You can also define an external URL for your button, and also set a target as blank to open your target page in a new window, or just jump into the other part of template with just setting an internal link. Okay, it's good to know that NHITRON also supports awesome fonts. It means you are able to simply use these fantastic fonts under your website, and NHITRON render them without any problem. You are able to learn more about these icons under their websites. Here is a link to their websites, and there you will find the whole icons library for your usage. There's also a YouTube video player code that you able add to your content. It's the block code, and after that you are able to set a single video, or just here, as I said, a video list, playlist that includes all NHITRON video tutorials for using this template, and add it into your session content, for example. It's a very basic and simple player, but powerful because it supports full screen buttons and everything that you need to use a video player. And as a last model is a Google Map code. Actually, there is a template including Google Map, and the code is already there. But if you want to make your own page and need a Google Map, you just need to copy this block of code. The most important thing is this part is not allowed to change, especially this class name and this ID name is very important. Of course, you can delete the shadow effect from your Google Map, but the class Gmap and the ID map are very important because we are using them for our programming. You can simply change your template layouts properties. For example, here you define how many columns are you going to reserve for your Google Map, and but the rest should leave as it is in this code. Okay, I hope this video helps you become a little bit more familiar with CSS style and classes that we use under NHITRON and I use during my work on video tutorials. As you see, with some few clicks, you're able to generate a whole website on fly with NHITRON. And I hope you enjoy using this template generator under your project, and also wish you good luck using this. Thank you very much for watching this video.